If you skip this simple habit every 2 weeks, your diesel engine could slowly destroy itself, and most owners don't even realize it's happening. What I'm about to show you can literally add hundreds of thousands of miles to your engine life, yet most people ignore it because it sounds too simple to be real. Here's the truth. Many diesel engines today are losing a huge portion of their efficiency over time, not because they're poorly built, but because of how they're being driven. Modern diesel trucks and cars are incredibly durable, designed to last for hundreds of thousands of miles. But there's one major problem. They were never designed for the way most people actually use them today. Think about your daily driving. Short trips, stop-and-go traffic, city speeds, quick errands. It seems normal, but for a diesel engine, this is the worst possible environment. These engines were built for heavy loads, long distances, and consistent operation across a wide range of RPM. Not short, low-speed trips where the engine barely gets a chance to breathe. When you drive like this, your engine rarely reaches full operating temperature. It stays at low RPM, under light load, and your exhaust system never gets hot enough to burn off harmful carbon deposits. Over time, this creates a serious problem. Carbon starts building up everywhere. Your intake system begins to clog, reducing airflow. The EGR system fills with soot. Your DPF struggles to clean itself properly. Even your turbocharger can develop buildup that hurts performance. Nothing technically breaks at first, but your engine slowly loses power, efficiency, and reliability. And this is where most diesel owners make a costly mistake. They ignore the warning signs until it's too late. But experienced mechanics have known a simple solution for decades. A method that helps clean your engine from the inside, restore performance, and prevent expensive repairs before they even start. It's not complicated. It doesn't require expensive tools. And if you do it consistently, it can completely change how your diesel performs over time. Now let's talk about the method that most diesel owners overlook, but experienced mechanics quietly rely on. It's often called the Italian tune-up, and despite the name, it's not a traditional tune-up at all. It's a simple driving technique designed to restore your engine's performance by using heat and airflow to clean it from the inside. Here's how it works. Diesel engines depend on high temperature and proper airflow to burn fuel efficiently. But when you constantly drive at low speeds and light loads, those temperatures never get high enough. That's when carbon starts forming and sticking to critical components inside your engine. The Italian tune-up flips that situation completely. Instead of babying the engine, you intentionally run it at higher RPM and load for a short period. This raises internal temperatures enough to burn off carbon deposits that have been building up over time. And this isn't just theory. When done correctly, this process helps your diesel in several important ways. It allows your DPF system to complete a full regeneration cycle, burning off trapped soot. It helps clear carbon from the EGR system, improving airflow and preventing valve issues. It also forces your turbocharger to operate across its full range, keeping it clean and responsive. At the same time, your entire engine reaches proper operating temperature, something that rarely happens during short city drives. That heat, combined with increased airflow, works like a natural cleaning process inside your engine. But here's the key. This is not about driving aggressively or recklessly. It's about doing it correctly and safely, so your engine gets the exact conditions it needs to function the way it was designed. Most people either never do this, or they do it incorrectly, and that's why their engines slowly lose performance, while others keep running strong for hundreds of thousands of miles. Now let's get into the exact step-by-step process, because doing this the right way is what makes all the difference. Before anything else, make sure your diesel is in good condition. Check your oil level, make sure your coolant is where it should be, and don't attempt this if you have any warning lights on the dashboard. This method is meant to maintain and clean your engine, not fix existing mechanical problems. Next, you need the right environment. This is not something you can do in city traffic. You'll need an open highway or a long, clear road where you can drive steadily without constant stopping or slowing down. Start by driving normally for about 5 to 10 minutes. This is your warm-up phase. Let the engine reach full operating temperature before you push it any harder. Skipping this step can do more harm than good. Once the engine is fully warmed up, begin to increase speed smoothly. You want to bring your engine into a higher RPM range, typically around 2,500 to 3,500 RPM, depending on your vehicle. This usually means highway speeds, somewhere around 65 to 75 miles per hour for most diesel vehicles. Now maintain that speed and load consistently for about 15 to 20 minutes. This is the most important part. You're not racing, and you're not driving aggressively. You're simply holding your engine in a higher operating range long enough for heat and airflow to break down and burn off carbon deposits. During this time, your engine is actively cleaning itself. The increased temperature helps clear out soot from the DPF, while improved airflow pushes out loosened carbon from the intake and exhaust systems. Your turbo is also being exercised properly, which helps prevent buildup and keeps it working efficiently. After the 15 to 20-minute period, return to normal driving. Don't shut the engine off immediately. Let it run calmly for a few minutes so temperatures can stabilize. This entire process is simple, but when done correctly, it can restore lost performance and prevent costly issues before they even begin. Now, the most important question: how often should you actually do this? For most diesel owners, the ideal schedule is once every 2 weeks. This keeps carbon buildup under control without overdoing it. It's simple, consistent, and extremely effective if your driving is mostly short trips or city-based. However, your routine can change depending on how you use your vehicle. If you regularly drive long distances on the highway, you may already be giving your engine the conditions it needs. In that case, doing this once a month is usually enough. But if your driving is mostly stop and go, short commutes, or low-speed runs, then sticking to that 2-week routine becomes critical. Skipping it allows carbon to build up faster than your engine can handle. There are also clear warning signs you should never ignore. If your diesel feels weaker than usual, struggles during acceleration, or starts producing black smoke, that's a red flag. Rough idling, lower fuel economy, or frequent DPF warnings are also strong indicators that your engine is already dealing with buildup. If you notice any of these, don't wait for your next schedule. Do this as soon as you safely can. The reason this works so well is simple. Diesel engines are built to operate under load and heat. When they don't get that, problems begin to form quietly. This method restores those conditions and allows the engine to function the way it was designed to. And the benefits are massive. Better fuel efficiency, smoother performance, longer turbo life, fewer EGR issues, and a much healthier DPF system. More importantly, it can help you avoid repairs that cost thousands of dollars. Some diesel owners who follow this consistently report engines lasting well beyond 300,000 to 400,000 miles with fewer major issues. Not because they did anything complicated, but because they didn't skip this simple routine. So if you care about your diesel, remember this. Don't skip this every 2 weeks. It's one of the easiest ways to protect your engine and keep it running strong for years to come.